A 911 call shattered the morning silence. A woman lay dead in her kitchen, blood pooling beneath her lifeless body.
Yeah, I didn't have an answer. I just got up and I went to the kitchen and I saw blood. She ran on the kitchen floor.
Okay. She's not moving?
But this wasn't a random attack. Someone close to her wanted Laura Grillo dead, and the truth would expose a betrayal so twisted it would destroy lives forever.
We just needed really that one person to finally break.
I want you to know that we're going to find out what happened.
November 13th, 2015, Rowlett, Texas. When police arrived at the crime scene, they found something that made their blood run cold. A woman's body sprawled across the kitchen floor, crimson blood creating a haunting trail through the house.
Got blood in the kitchen, blood down this hall. We got one down, shell casing on the floor. God.
Laura Grillo, 37 years old, engaged to be married in just 7 days. Her brother Brian, hearing impaired, made the 911 call after finding her face down in a pool of blood. He claimed he never heard the gunshot that ended her life.
What is your name?
My name's Brian.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me get you some help going, okay?
20 minutes later, her fiance John Macris showed up at the scene. 7 years together, about to be married, with a 4-year-old daughter they both adored. They had volunteered with local police for years, but something about John's behavior felt terrifyingly wrong.
Listen to me. It looks like a gunshot wound. That is all I can tell you. You have cameras on the house?
Yes.
Do they record?
They used to. I don't know if they do.
Okay.
The scene looked deliberately staged. Overturned drawers in the master bedroom, an open safe suggesting burglary, but no forced entry anywhere. Police knew immediately this wasn't random violence.
There were things inside the scene that just didn't look right. We did not find any forced entry to the residence at all, and the rest of the home appeared to be untouched.
John Macris seemed devastated, but detectives noticed something spine-chilling. Within minutes of arriving at his dead fiance's crime scene, he was already writing a detailed statement. Most people can barely speak after such trauma, let alone write coherent reports.
What would be the motive for someone to come in the house, attack Laura, and take her? No idea. Somebody chose to come in that house, but why? That's what we're going to find out.
The next day, John showed up at the police station unannounced, demanding answers. But instead of grief, detectives saw something else entirely: desperation to control the narrative.
Everybody's asking me what's going on. My answer is I don't know. I still don't know. I need you guys to give answers. My biggest concern right now is the kids.
Then John did something that sent shockwaves through the investigation. Just 3 days after Laura's brutal murder, he refused to speak without an attorney present.
John asked me, he's like, I have a feeling that the Rowlett Police Department is going to try to pin this on me and take the kids. I knew something was wrong.
But John's alibi checked out perfectly. Store surveillance footage confirmed he was in Dallas when Laura died. So if he didn't pull the trigger himself, who did he hire to do it? The answer came from 2 construction workers John claimed to meet that morning: James Valla and Emmanuel Jesus Trevino. Jesus was John's best friend and right-hand man, someone he'd trusted for years. James barely knew John, having worked for him only 3 weeks.
Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you straight. If you had any suspicions or if you had any personal knowledge that John was responsible for Laura losing her life, would you tell us?
Yeah, because if y'all find out I knew.
During questioning, Jesus did something that made detectives' skin crawl. While discussing his boss's murdered fiance, he was laughing, joking, acting like they were discussing the weather instead of a brutal execution.
I mean, if that's what y'all wondering, if he could have done it, I don't see it him doing it. He's an ass. I don't see it like that, right? You know, I mean, since it happened, just like y'all been doing, you know, is it the husband? Is it the brother? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Who is it?
This wasn't grief. This wasn't shock. This was a man who knew exactly what had happened and felt zero remorse about it. Then came the digital bombshell that shattered Jesus' lies completely. He swore under oath that he stayed in Dallas all morning, never leaving the city. But cell phone towers don't lie. GPS data placed Jesus at the murder scene at the exact moment Laura took her last breath.
But I've got information that puts Manuel somewhere else.
Just be honest.
That time frame. Not at your place.
He was at my place.
I have proof that he was not at your place that early.
When they searched James's hotel room, they found something terrifying. Latex gloves, 2 brand new phones, a backpack hidden under his bed with items that made no sense for a construction worker.
He gave us consent to search. We did recover a usable amount of marijuana and a backpack that was underneath his bed.
Whose bag is this? This is that backpack's all his. All his?
I noticed a change in his demeanor when I pulled out the backpack. I opened it up. It had latex gloves in there. It had 2 brand new phones in there.
Jesus had fled to Florida, but U.S. Marshals tracked him down. Now police had 2 suspects behind bars, but they needed a confession to seal the case forever. The breakthrough came when police intercepted recorded phone calls between John and Jesus. The conversations revealed their panic as the investigation closed in.
You said, hopefully he didn't tell him how.
What do you mean?
In other words, us, the police, because we were interviewing James.
Okay.
And you said, I hope he doesn't tell them how. And I know, because I was with him. In other words, James was with me.
I don't remember, man.
No, that's the recording right there.
John was visibly shaking. The recorded evidence proved he knew exactly how Laura died, contradicting everything he told police.
Well, that means you know how Laura was killed.
No, sir, I do not know how Laura was killed.
Okay, well, then why would you say that? Did you look at everything that we have found out during this investigation? And I'm just being honest with you, okay? It's pointing right back to you and Jesus and James.
No, guys.
After 9 hours of relentless interrogation, James finally broke. The truth was more horrifying than anyone imagined. A cold-blooded execution planned for months.
All right, when Jesus first mentioned anything about this, I disregarded it. I thought he was just blowing smoke. He shows up in the morning, and we get a car and we go. Even when he gets there, he gets out, he does his thing. I heard nothing. And when he gets back in the car, what does he say to you? Let's go.
James had driven Jesus to Laura's house, waiting in the getaway car while his partner went inside and executed an innocent woman in her own kitchen.
Did Jesus ever say how much John paid him for it? He was boasting about something about 15 grand.
The final piece fell into place. John had paid Jesus $15,000 to murder his fiancée. Even when confronted with overwhelming evidence, John refused to confess.
I did not hire the guy. I did not pay him any money. That's my problem. I did not want Laura killed. I tried to get married with her for at least 3 years. I loved her, I still love her.
But the evidence spoke louder than his lies. Phone records, GPS data, witness testimony, and James's confession painted a picture of premeditated murder driven by greed and cowardice.
She said that Jesus told her that you were going to pay Jesus $9,000 for killing your wife because you didn't want to get married and you wanted custody of the children.
February 27th, 2019, John Morris and Emmanuel Jesus Trevino were convicted of capital murder. Life in prison without parole. Justice for Laura Grillo came at last.
They had been planning this murder for months, and they believed that they had a plan that was going to work. Luckily, in this case, we got justice for Laura Grillo.
But this case gets even more twisted. What if I told you John Macris had another plan if the motor failed? A backup scheme so dark, it would have destroyed even more lives. And there's one piece of evidence the police never found. Until now.